We're going to be using a little strategy today that I really like. It involves the Moosebuck. Also, I'm eating cereal right now. I don't know if you can tell. Whoa! Okay. This is the most cracked... Oh, I'm choking on Cheerios. Hold on a second. This is the craziest trader I've ever seen. What the hell? So we have the two best cards in the game here, Direwolf and Magpie, which is definitely what I'm going to be taking. But also, Grizzly, Pronghorn, and Corpse Maggots showing up as well. It's kind of cracked. It's kind of crazy. Magpie is actually exactly the card that I want for this strategy. That's going to be pretty important. And Direwolf is honestly overkill, but we'll take it. Okay, so this is a Moosebuck build. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sacrifice... Oh, actually, I need to do a couple things here. I need to get rid of this mole card so that I can use the Fair Hand mechanic to always draw Black Goat. And I also want to put Magpie on the Black Goat so that I can then abuse the Fair Hand mechanic even further and use it to draw any other card I want. But Direwolf on Moosebuck is going to be pretty funny. Let's start with Magpie on Black Goat. So the thing about Moosebuck, and the reason that card in particular is a strategy, even though you might look at Moosebuck and be a little unimpressed at the moment, right? I drew the stupid mole. That's it. Oh, unless she has flying cards too, so the mole's even more useless than normal. That's incredible. I'm just going to use up the hook now because, honestly, I don't think we're going to need it later. Because we're just going to be so incredibly, unbelievably cracked that I won't need it. You know what? We'll play the Moosebuck. Yeah, the Hoarder Sigil, not that useful when it's the last freaking card in my deck, but whatever. And we'll get 3 overkill damage here, defeating Leshy's patented strategy of spamming birds onto the freaking board. Another Sigil transfer, which is good because I can use it to... Depending on what we get from this card drop, I can just transfer the Burrower Sigil onto whatever we grab. That way we are not going to have to worry about that anymore, and we'll always draw Black Goat. And then I'm going to need one more Sigil transfer to power up our Moosebuck. Again, kind of overkill, not really necessary for the strat, unless, I guess, if you're trying to do Skullstorm, get past those Grizzlies, that would actually be pretty cracked. But you gotta do something on map 1 first. Okay, these cards are... okay. Let's see if we can do better. No, we cannot. Alright. Rattler. I hardly know her. Please laugh. Should I use these pliers? I feel like I should, just because I don't think I'm gonna need them at any point. I don't think I'm gonna need this squirrel either. I'd rather swap out to better items. And now that I have 3 squirrels, I can play the Moosebuck as well for even more unnecessary overkill damage. Actually, no. It is kind of necessary, because now I have exactly 7, right? That means if we go to the Trapper, I can buy the fancy knife. That would be cool. Also, there's a pack rat right here. Sorry, backpack event. Another Direwolf. Are you sure, Leshy? Are you sure you want to give me that? You know what? No, we don't need it, because actually, that would kind of defeat the purpose of the strategy I'm going for. So the idea here is I want to get more Moosebucks, and the reason for that is the starter deck that we chose for this run starts with a Moosebuck, and that's a big part of the advantage of this strategy, the fact that you get to start with one. But, you know, then Leshy is kind of ruining my plans by just throwing 2 Direwolves at me. He's like, here, use a better strat, my guy. Shut up. I'll do what I want, Leshy. Okay, so let's just pretend like the game isn't giving me broken stuff right now, and that I have to use the Moosebuck. Okay, you know what? Magpie's glass is pretty good, but I don't think we need it. I'm gonna take a boulder. Okay, it's fine. Oh, we have a Sigil transfer up ahead. I saw it. I have 2 boulders. And a scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, anyone? Okay. So that was a lame joke. I don't know, man. They just come out sometimes. And it is what it is. Okay, what if I use a couple of boulders here just because I don't want them. Leshy is dead. I get a couple of teeth. I still need to finish my cereal. Hold on. You can't really hear the crunch anymore because it's soggy now. Oh, hey. We got this event. Nice. So this is a big part of this, too. This card drop event in particular is my favorite, even though you don't get to see the cards you're getting. And the reason I say that is because you can guarantee not getting stuck with a 1-blood. At any other card drop event, you may get nothing but 1-bloods as an option, right? For the normal card drop. Or if it's the tribe one, you might pick a tribe and it might give you a 1-blood. And that could ruin your strategy, your fair hand setup. But this event guarantees you get something based on cost. And in my opinion, the way this game works, the most important stat is the cost of the card. You can manipulate everything else. You can increase a card's attack, health, change its sigils, but you can't change a card's cost. So that's why it's pretty important. And of course, the fair hand mechanic and all that. Now I'm going to choose 3-blood here, and I'm going to hope for another Moosebuck. The way this works, in Kaycee's mod here, there are 5 3-blood costs in the card pool. So there's a 1 in 5 chance, or 20%, of getting any given one of them here. So 20% chance we just get another Moosebuck right here, making it very easy to get multiple copies of any given 3-blood, especially Moosebuck, since we get to guaranteed start with a copy with this starter deck. So we're going for some Myco plays later here. Hopefully it's a Moosebuck. It's another direwolf! Leshy is ruining my plans in the worst possible way. And I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna push my luck here and risk the entire strat? No, I'm not. Moosebuck now has 4 attack. It's fine. And you know what else? We're gonna transfer one of these dire wolves onto Moosebuck. Now he's 4 attack, double strike. That's twice as powerful as a well, that's the thing about direwolf. Like, obviously the sigil's cracked. The starting attack isn't as good. So one strat is literally to just transfer Direwolf's double strike onto a card that just already has more attacks, such as Moosebuck, Rattler, or Wolf. Any of those work. Grizzly, of course, and Great White are pretty nice because they already have twice as much attack. But we're doing Moosebuck today. So the idea with giving Black Goat the Magpie's sigils is so that I can search out the Moosebuck. But I drew it here, so that's not going to happen. Also, this is the Prospector, so I got to worry about this pickaxe. I do have a direwolf in the deck somewhere, though, so maybe I don't have to worry that much. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to OTK him. Let me get this direwolf. I don't know if we'll even need to play that card, to be honest. I could have taken out the pack mule. It's fine. There goes my win condition. We're screwed. Alright, I have a squirrel. I have a squirrel. I'm just gonna play the wolf here because it eliminates the threat. This is map 1, right? I'm not crazy. It must be because he's not exactly putting up much of a fight now, is he? So, I turned on the No Boss Rares challenge, which is normally one of my least favorite challenges because it's very boring. Also, I'm just realizing now it shows the challenges from left to right in the order that you activate them at the screen. That's interesting. Anyway, I turned on No Boss Rares because it gives us more chance of seeing another Moosebuck. Of course, it's not. Oh my! What the hell? Nothing but 1-bloods and no costs. See, this is why the cost drop event is bad. This is terrible. This is really bad. So at this point, I want to see Goobert. I want to see Mycologists. Now that it's map 2, those events are in the event pool. Sure, let's go to a cave trial. Why not? I don't know. Bones, sure. Pull the Rattler. You won't. Okay, there's the Rattler. Alright, so, success. We have... Oh, good! Another freaking direwolf! Oh. Whoa. It's kind of cracked. I'm taking the direwolf because it's funny. Oh, and would you look at that, the tribe the tribe card drop event thingy. That's not great, because it means... Okay, I gotta see this direwolf in action. It's gonna attack like 4 times, right? No, 3... What? What? Okay, never mind. This direwolf is trash. Turns out Moosebuck is better, after all. I should have known. He can't even finish this battle off. Unbelievable. You know what? Moosebuck it is then. Yeah, that's just how Double Strike and Bifurcated work together. Not that great. Kind of an anti-synergy, if you will. Alright, so generally here we want to look for deer or canines, because those have the least amount of 1-bloods in the pool, or at least the lowest ratio. Any of these is more likely to give me a 1-blood, further screwing me. So as long as this is not a wolf cub, okay, thank goodness it's not, we're fine. And now I'm going to go to this sigil transfer just to get rid of the wolf cub. Okay, wolf cub. Who do we want to evolve? I say, well, we have a lot of wolves today. Leshy is really making me mad. Normally when I play this game, it gives me an unprecedented level of, like, hooved cards, of elks and whatnot. Go back and watch every single video for evidence purposes, and you'll see that the game gives me just a lot of Moosebucks and pronghorns normally. But today, of course, when I want the Moosebucks... Yeah, what are you looking at, Leshy, huh? Yeah, my eyes are up here, bud. My cereal is completely soggy now. This is a disaster. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another Moosebuck. And the unfortunate part is, unless Goobert changes the sigil, we're not really going to be able to do a little sigil play here with the Mycos. But it's fine. Let's see what Goobert does here. If you change the sigil, Goobert, make it something not terrible. Oh, good, another movement sigil. Let's see. Mirror Tentacle. Okay, that's definitely a good one. Kingfisher. Nice. Nothing but good cards so far. Oh, Bullfrog. Wow. These are the best cards I've ever seen. This is why I didn't put the No Clover challenge on. Another Bullfrog. Oh. Ayo, a hooved card. Let's go. Oh, and this is the end of map 2, so... just one Goobert and one Myco. Not too crazy, but to be honest with you, at this point, it doesn't even really matter. Because... you know, our chances of getting another Moosebuck are relatively high compared to any other card, but the fact that we get to start with a Moosebuck at the starter deck guarantees that as long as we run into Goobert, we can get a second Moosebuck. And from here, we go ahead and Myco them. I gave him a couple extra sigils, so we have more sigils. But yeah, at this point, Moosebuck, more like Moose Truck, more like Monster Truck. Look at this thing. 8 attack, 14 health. That's pretty busted. Not only that, but the extra sigils. This thing is doing 16 damage per turn, effectively. Kinda crazy. Uh-oh. We get a pack rat now. Okay, that's fine. Common pack rat. Common pack rat W. Oh, we're up against the Angler. This is perfect. Well, it would be if Moosebuck wasn't just gonna OTK his ass anyway. But... you're just going to have to take my word for this, because I'm not going to be able to show it, since Moosebuck is just going to kill him immediately. I have a video about this, but basically, movement sigils let you avoid certain mechanics, including the Angler's Hook. So if I wasn't just destroying him immediately, the nice thing about Moosebuck, maybe if Angler is the first boss in the run, the Hefty Sigil will allow him to dodge the hook, making the Angler boss fight a lot easier. So that's just another reason that Moosebuck is a very solid card. I think maybe a little bit underrated. I don't know. Oh, actually, we might see it in action here. No, we won't, because he doesn't have any more cards. Never mind. You know what? Let me use these bones here, just for the heck of it. Let's throw the Alpha out there. Why not? And he's going to double tap that Great White. He's going to move twice. Also moving the Alpha, so now out of the range of getting buffed by the Alpha. That's kind of funny. Alright, what is my reward? My rare card. I do want another Moosebuck, and I'm not getting one. Wait, hold on a second. What are these cards? Okay, so I'm trying to find a way to, like, naturally make the cockroach joke right now without forcing it, but it's just not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna take the cockroach and we're gonna pretend like nothing happened. Wait, what, Roach? What did you say? What did you frickin' say to me? Oh, is that a Goobert? Yo, okay. Now we're gonna, as long as there's a mycologist somewhere down the line, we're gonna go a little crazy here. You know what? I'm gonna take Kin here and hope. I want to see it pull 2 hooved cards here. Oh, it did it! Oh my god, I called it. Hooved best tribe. Confirmed. Alright, what do we have here? Mealworm with bees inside and also spikes inside. Rat King with Moosebuck Sigil and also Pack Rat. Pack Rat King. Whoa. And we have, okay, I'm taking the Pack Rat King. Alright, Goobert, how are you today? Let's see here. How about a Moosebuck? That's it, I'm crashing out. Yeah, Leshy really wants to ruin my strategies today. And no, this is on Goobert, actually. This is Goobert's. So, that just completely ruins everything because now what could have been a 28 health Moosebuck is going to effectively be a 0 health Moosebuck because it's going to go underwater and not offer any protection whatsoever. So what I need to do now is kill this Moosebuck. The one yeah, there it is. Goobert's failure. The one sigil in the entire game that could have ruined everything, and Goobert picks that one. He didn't even have to change the sigil. He could have given it 1 less attack or 2 less health or something if he wanted to piss me off. Didn't have to go that far, Goobert. I don't think there's even gonna be a Myco in this map. This has also been like such a dry map for this strategy. Like, it doesn't matter though. You know what? Let's talk strategy here. It doesn't even matter because this Moosebuck is already as powerful as we need it to be. Okay? It doesn't need to be any stronger than this. Alright, sure, we could go overkill and make it have a ridiculous amount of attack and health. But frankly, we don't even need to. It's already just off of 1 mycologist, 1 sigil transfer, and 1 campfire attack buff. That's all we really did to the thing. That's all it takes to make a very, very solid win condition. And we have our black goat with the magpie sigil. Wow, nothing but 1 bloods. This is actually a really bad run. Oh, hello, Woodcarver. Oh, jump scare. Jump scare with that Moosebuck would be funny, but I'm just going to play it turn 1 anyway. So, I kind of have to go this way so that we can get rid of this second black goat. A Bone Lord would have been hilarious, but it's fine. So we want to combine the black goats here so that no matter what, I'll be drawing the one that has Hoarder. Also, that's a lot of sigils. And then at this sigil transfer here, we're just going to get rid of the elk fawn. Now our consistency is restored back to 100%. I have a frozen possum for some reason. Never did get to the trapper because the events on these maps were kind of trash. I feel like this game needs to be longer, just slightly, because we need more events. Also, drew the Moosebuck again. Don't even need this 5 sigil black goat. Well, actually we do just for this sigil. You know what? I'm gonna take a Pack Rat King because... Oh, also I get an ant. That's cool. Okay, Moosebuck. That takes care of phase 1 here. I don't have any pelts, though. We gotta get rid of this mud turtle, because that's gonna block 2 hits. That's kind of insane. This is the most insane board I've ever seen the trader have. Let me take that mud turtle. I could... Oh. Yeah, that's all I get. You know what? In that case, I should have taken the lammer, huh? Maybe. No, I don't even have any bone tokens, dude. I'm screwed. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We could just skip his turn. I could also use the scissors to delete one of his cards. I'm gonna have to do something. Yeah, let's just use the scissors. Why not? Alright, so that should take care of it. We kill this elk, and then we do 8 damage. could have had a more impressive Moosebuck if Goobert wasn't completely incompetent. All right, I guess I could replace that item. I suppose. No, let's get a totem. Why not? I have the elk part. Let's see. Bloodlust would be kind of funny. Bone is lame. Bloodlust is actually going to go kind of crazy here. Alright, so we're up against the pirate ship. Now, a couple things about this. Our Moosebuck only has 14 health, but that should be enough because I don't have to worry about him taking much damage before the boat shows up. Because thanks to his movement sigils, he will be dodging the cannonballs. As long as I don't put him in, like, this zone here, second from the right, because then he'll move to the right, and then he'll move to the left, and he'll end up in the same zone, and he will get shot by a freaking cannonball. So we're not going to put him in that zone in particular. I'm going to put him in this zone. And here he is. And what I like about the fact that he has 8 attack, double strike, and bloodlust now, thanks to the totem, is that he's going to take out both of these Mole C... Wait, hold on a second. Mole C what? He's going to take care of that. And he's going to gain 2 attack points. Alright, so now this should take care of this part of the battle. I'm going to draw some squirrels, because I don't have any way of summoning any other card. What if I let this frozen possum take a cannonball for me? He shot his own... What are you doing? He's throwing! Alright, so... I still have a dire wolf. I'm so mad, dude. Okay, Moosebuck now has 11 attack points. That's where we're capping it out here, I suppose. I also have a possum for some reason. Don't worry about that. Alright, so now Moosebuck is going to solo this pirate ship. Let's see, it's got 2 attack. Moosebuck has 14 health, so he can survive like 7 turns. Technically, we attack first, so it's more like 8, and also he's doing 22 damage per turn. So we're good. Moosebuck solos this. That was just off of 1 mycologist, so... What this strat, you know, sure, I was trying to go overkill and get an even bigger Moosebuck for the funnies, but Goobert ruined my plans. But again, it doesn't even matter. This Moosebuck is more than strong enough. It's just 1 myco. And that's all you need to do. You start with the Moosebuck, you start with the black goat. Finding a magpie would be nice, but, you know, cockroach works too. Cat, even. And then you just get a second Moosebuck from Goobert, or the cost drop event, or just randomly. And you myco them, and then you just have a good enough win condition. So, that's it. Okay, yep, game's over. I'm glad the skeletons decided to die first, though. Okay, how many, I want to see how many misplays Leshy alleges we made this game. Let's see. 7 misplays, Leshy? To be fair, I think that at least 8 of them were committed by Goobert, though, to be fair, so...